Hey guys, Ryan here for Bender Wins. Hope everyone's doing well today. Here with your daily free pick. So I have just one pick for you guys today. I've been going through college basketball, NBA, hockey, you name it. Not a ton of value out there. There's some marginal stuff that I'm going to put really small bets on, but I have one play for you guys, my top play today. So yesterday, went 2-1. So kept our winning streak going. What are we? 7-2 last 3 days. That's pretty good. Yesterday we had Calgary. I don't know if you guys watched that Calgary game. I think some of you probably wrote it off. We were down 2 goals with 3 minutes to go. Came back, tied it up, and won in overtime. Very exciting stuff. It's nice when that happens to us. We remember the times when we're on the other side of that, up 2 goals, and we lose. We always seem to be able to remember those like instantly. But sometimes we forget when this good stuff happens to us. So let's remember that, All right, good luck us. At New Jersey to go over 6.5. New Jersey, Winnipeg. Now, this is a game that I called. I said it would be a slugfest. It was anything but that. So we were looking for over 6.5. It finished 2-1 in overtime. They need overtime to get their third goal. Again, one of the variables that you have in hockey, which is unique, where you don't have it in baseball, you don't have it in basketball, you don't have it in a number of other sports, is one of the intangibles is goaltending. That's the reality in hockey. Is sometimes you run into hot goalies. So it doesn't matter we put up over 65 shots in that game. You run into hot goalies, that's going to change your fortune pretty quickly. But such is the life in betting. And last game we had, I gave you guys a college basketball play yesterday. We got a win. Nice to get off to a good start in college basketball. So I gave you guys Northern Colorado and Texas to go under 136. I told you guys, again, get that money in early because that line was going to drop, and it did. I said once there was steam from Buckeye, there was going to be more money come in, more smart money come in on the under in this game. And it went from 136 down to 134 in that game. Just more people chasing that Buckeye steam, which is like solid steam. I told you guys that yesterday. So, didn't matter. We covered that by 22. The first half was a joke. Like, they put no points up. So that was like we cruised to an easy win there. So again, finished 2-1. I have an NBA play for you guys today. So let's get into it. So we have Orlando and Dallas. So on the surface, guys, here we have Orlando. I think they're bottom 3 in the league in offense so far this year. And Dallas, who so far early on in the year is number 1 in offense in the league. So we got low scoring, high scoring. The only thing I guess Orlando kind of has going for it is it's playing really solid defense. Very good defense. Potentially Dallas could struggle a little bit with that, but let's get into some systems and let's get into some psychology behind this game. Right off the bat, guys, I can tell you the public is all over Dallas. That might give you a little hint as to what we're doing, but I'm going to say that the public is all over Dallas. Right now, Orlando only has 23% of the bets, 43%, let me rephrase that. 23% of the bets, 34% of the money. So there's an 11% spread between the bet and the money. So first off, guys, we like that money distribution, and we like it doubly as much because it's contrarian. We're still under that 50% range. So we win, Vegas wins. There is steam on both sides of this game. I will say there is more steam on Orlando. So we have more sharps on Orlando, but there is steam play from sharps on Dallas. But we have more of it. We have better books with better records. And what I mean by better records is, so it's one of the things I monitor is when there's steam plays at certain books, monitoring those records to see which books are better indicators for us, which books are the solid indicators, and which ones I can kind of dismiss. And by now I know the ones that I can kind of look at where I see a steam play come in, I look at it and I'll dismiss it because it just doesn't carry a lot of weight. So we like the books where we have the steam play. Orlando. We're going to be on Orlando, by the way, guys. Orlando has some reverse line moves. So, yeah, I'll tell you guys right now. If you guys just tune in to get the pick and then off you go, here you go. Orlando plus 7.5. You actually want to learn something, stick around. So, we have steam on both sides. We have reverse line move on our side. But I'm going to tell you guys about a really quick NBA system that, again, you don't need to develop elaborate databases for. I'm going to give you guys a system. You guys can do this like at home. Yes, it just requires, a little bit of due diligence on your side and a little bit of research, but it's a really good system. So I'm going to walk you guys through this. So in this particular system, we're always going to be looking to take the visiting team. So what we're going to start out doing is we're going to look at visiting teams that are underdogs. Now we want to look for visiting teams who were underdogs, not only this game, but the last game they played as well. And we want to make sure that they did not cover the spread in the last game. Okay, so we're visiting teams. We want underdogs in this game. We want to make sure that then they were an underdog in their last game and they didn't cover the spread. Now what we're going to do is we're going to look for them playing against an opponent who did cover the spread in the last game. And this is where the psychological aspect of NBA betting and betting in general comes into play. This is where you start to get heavy money come in from the public. This is where Vegas will, for lack of a better term, manipulate those lines to try and get people to bet on the wrong side. Okay? So let's look at the public perception. We have a team on the road. They're the underdog in this game. They were the underdog in last game. So it hints to the fact that they're not a super solid team. They failed to cover in the last game. Not only that, they're going to play against an opponent who did cover, and they're at home, and they're a favorite. When we take the visiting team, guys, that's the underdog that failed to cover in their last game, 498 wins, 372 losses. That's good for 57.2%. It's at 11.4% ROI. 11.4% ROI would make you very, very rich. So when these things come up, guys, again, this is not something you need, the elaborate databases and stuff that I built and whatnot. Like, you could just do it. I mean, just take notes, guys. Visiting team, dog, failed to cover in last game. They were the dog in the last game as well. And you want an opponent who did cover in the last game. That's all you're looking for. 498 wins, 372 losses, good for 57.2%, 11.4% ROI. That's what we have here today with Orlando, guys. All right. Now, there is one more system, and I want to say this. So it's called True Contra. It's a system I developed. It's a money distribution indicator system. You guys know that I really like money distribution indicators. It's not fair to say that this game falls within that system because we're off by 1 and 2%. 1% on the bets and 2% on the money. So I will say that we are teetering on the edge and we could find our way back into this system. We were in the system. We drifted out of it. With money management systems, there's systems like if you're really betting geared towards that, there's systems better bet towards game time. But with this particular game, we have a lot of other supporting data. We're comfortable taking it now, regardless whether the system's in play. But the True Contra system hits 59.8% of the time. So again, with that money being off just the bets are off 1%, the money's off 2%. If they drift down just slightly, we're back in there. And if it drifts up, it doesn't matter anyways, guys, because we still like everything else. But I just want to let you know we have an almost system on there as well. So that's pretty much it, guys. Just the one pick for you guys today. And that's how we started out. We started out, one pick, but kind of got in doing multiple picks. But again, I look at it as, as long as I have a good message to get out there to you guys and I can teach you guys about, the systems and why I'm picking these games, and it's worthwhile doing, right? So, I think so far we're 116 and 93 now. It's good for 55.5%. That's that's the range we want, guys. 54 to 56%. That's where professionals live. If people are telling you otherwise, say, whoa, God, you're not even hitting 60%. I mean, who does? Come on. So That's where you want to be, guys. 54 to 56%. Take my word for this. If you're hitting 54 to 56% and you're good with your bankroll management, you will make a lot of money. Not possibly, you will make a lot of money. So let's leave it at that for today, guys. We have Orlando plus 7.5. We like the money distribution. We got steam on both sides, but we like our steam better. We got a reverse line move. We have that nice NBA system that I told you guys, and hopefully you've written it down. Say it again. We're taking the visiting team, who is an underdog, who was a dog last time they played. So they've been underdogs 2 times in a row. They failed to cover the spread in their previous game, and the opponent they're playing did cover the spread. Good for 57.2%, guys. We have the true contra money distribution system that is close to being on. And that's it for today, guys. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask. You guys know I try to get back to you as soon as possible if I can. That's it for today. We'll be back tomorrow with another daily free pick, or possibly 2. So, as always, guys, have a very lucky day.